Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Okay, so guys, in this Sakhi, we will be hearing about Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji and the huge white cobra. During the month of Vasak, Guru Nanak Dev Ji continued their job of tending to the cows, leading them to lush green fields for grazing. One afternoon, the heat of the sun became really intense, and after hours of walking, the cows were really tired and they settled down to rest in the shade. Guruji also went to rest under a large tree which had a dense, cool shade. He lay down beneath it and soon drifted off into a peaceful sleep. For about 2 hours, Guruji slept undisturbed, and as the sun moved westwards, the shadow of the tree also shifted, and soon the direct rays of the sun began to shine upon Guruji's face. Guruji's face, calm and peaceful, glistened with sweat, resembling droplets of water on a lotus flower. A huge, giant hooded cobra snake saw this. The cobra, recognizing Guruji as the divine form of Vaheguru on earth, felt a deep sense of devotion and reverence. It wanted to serve Guru Nanak Dev Ji. It noticed the blazing hot sun shining down directly on Guruji's face. Moved by love and respect, the cobra approached Guruji. It bowed down to Guruji, then encircled Guruji 3 times in reverence and admiration, performing a parikrama. Then the huge white cobra snake positioned itself above Guruji's head, and with its hood spread out wide, the cobra created a protective shield to block the harsh sunlight from reaching Guruji's face. Proud and majestic, the cobra stood tall, radiating a divine glow as it shaded Guruji with unwavering devotion and love. And after a long time, the cobra remained still in this seva, completely absorbed in the bliss of being in Guruji's presence and being able to serve them. And meanwhile, the chief of Talwandi, Rai Bular, was travelling nearby with his entourage. From a distance, Rai Bular saw what appeared to be a white sheet draped over a person resting in the sun. Puzzled, he wondered why someone would lie in the sun and then hang a white sheet to block the heat instead of just lying in the shade. As he rode closer on his horse, he saw the tongue of the snake flickering in and out, and he noticed it was a snake and not a white sheet. He was alarmed as he absorbed the massive cobra and the size of the snake and its wide hood standing tall over this sleeping figure. Fearing the worst, he thought, the child lying beneath the cobra has been bitten and killed. He immediately sent one of his servants to go and check what's happened, going closer to investigate. As the servant approached closer, the cobra noticed the servant and gracefully retreated into a nearby hole in the ground. Rai Bular himself then rode closer on his horse. He was shocked. The noise from the horse's steps woke up Guru Nanak Dev Ji. His eyes, like the petals of a lotus, slowly opened. Rai Bular realized what he had just seen. The snake was doing seva of this child. He was providing shade and looking out for this person. And as Guruji awoke, Rai Bular was sitting on top of his horse and saw it's Guru Nanak Dev Ji, the son of Kaluji. Rai Bular was filled with awe and reverence. He dismounted his horse and immediately rushed towards Guruji. In a state of amazement, Rai Bular hugged Guruji. With great love and enthusiasm, he kissed Guruji's forehead and respected him. He bowed his head down before Guruji. He was happy. He was just so overjoyed. He became humble in front of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, realizing that he was in the presence of the incarnation of the divine. Rai Bular's heart was filled with love and joy, and from that moment onwards, he had complete faith in Guru Nanak Dev Ji. His faith had become unshakable. Rai Bular recognized Guruji as the avatar of Parameshwar, Vaheguru, and stood before him in complete devotion. He was filled with emotion and could not speak, knowing that Rab was right there in front of him. Rai Bular's emotions were so overwhelming that he couldn't open his mouth. His throat just was frozen. He knew and understood that he had just encountered Vaheguru himself in the form of a child. And after some time, he mounted his horse and returned to his home, still in a state of wonder. And sitting at home, his thoughts and his mind just revolved around Guruji and what he had saw today. He always knew Guruji was special, and now this had proved it. He thought to himself, this child will free me from my bonds of this world. When he grows up, I will seek his guidance to liberate my soul. I will sing his praises, and through him I will achieve the spiritual state that yogis strive for. My good fortune has awakened, and God has taken form in my very own village. Meeting him was a blessing beyond words. I always knew he was special. Now I permanently pakka mainu pata hai. I have a blessing inside that even the Vedas and the scriptures can't even describe. Moved deeply, Rai Bular sent for Pita Kaluji, Guru Nanak Dev Ji's father. And when Pita Kaluji arrived, Rai Bular welcomed him with great respect and seated him nearby. Then he spoke to him with such heartfelt pyar. He said to him, Kalu, do not see your son as an ordinary child. He is an avatar, a divine incarnation who has come to your home. You are so fortunate, you don't even understand. There is no one more blessed than you. Provide your son with everything he needs, food, clothing, and honor him always, but never speak harshly to him the way a father does sometimes. Instead, show him the same devotion and respect you would show to Parameshwar Vaheguru God. Always remember your son's divine nature. Rai Bular then recounted the entire incident with the giant white cobra snake, telling him today a snake came and shielded your son from the sun with its hood. When it saw me approaching, it quickly disappeared off into the ground. Pita Kaluji listened politely, but still, even then in his mind, he remained skeptical. He replied, very well, we'll see what other miracles unfold. With that he left, still not fully believing in the divine nature of his son. You see, the attachment to worldly matters and Maya was still strong within Pita Kaluji. And just like a puppet that dances when strings are pulled, people behave according to the forces that control them. They experience joy and sorrow, but doing so they don't realize that all of this are part of a greater cosmic plan. Later on, Pita Kaluji and Guru Nanak Dev Ji returned home together. And despite his doubts, Pita Kaluji was pleased with his son and how he was doing, looking after the cows and working. Looking into Guruji's calm and wise eyes, Kaluji was filled with affection and showed love to his son. And the story of the snake and Rai Bular's encounter spread within the whole of Talwandi, that village. Men and women of the village spoke to each other telling the story. Many spoke saying Kalu's son isn't an ordinary child. He meditates, he prays, he does bhakti. He's not normal, but he does not reveal his greatness. He remains hidden, content within his own world. And so, Guru Nanak Dev Ji's divine presence continued to inspire awe and reverence among many people, even though his true nature remained a mystery. And the huge white cobra snake was blessed to have an opportunity to serve the Guru. And that blessing to do seva of the Guru was everything. And in life, we are often blessed to do seva. And when we're blessed to do seva, we should take that opportunity with infectious love and passion and realize how blessed we are. To have that chance to do seva, to have the chance to listen to Sakya of our Guru, to have the chance to recite the Shabad Vaheguru, the Mool Mantar, the Gur Mantar, Japji Sahib, to help others, and to sit with friends and family and meditate. Make this something that happens within each and every one of our homes. Meditate with your loved ones. Build your Sad Sangat. And may Guruji keep you all close and blessed. Bhul chuk maaf karna. And please share this Sakhi with your friends and family. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.